You know, the last we saw you on
Yeah.
screen was Sankranthiki Vasthunam.
Yes.
That's exactly a year ago.
Absolutely.
So you waited an entire year to come back with Anaganaga Okaraja.
Right.
And I keep saying Okoroju because that's typically what it is, and it's
Correct.
Okaraja. So with Navin Polishetty, and that's
Yes.
your film.
Yes.
What have you been doing in this year apart from adding the extra A?
So apart from that, I think it's been a really long year for me in the sense that even though like it's exactly 1 year that my film's going to release from the last release I had, and that's not something that I had in mind because for the last 3 years I've continuously had like multiple releases in a year. So probably 2025 was the only year where it was kind of a little calm and less chaotic in terms of the releases and promotions and stuff. However, I have been shooting for 2 films. One was this film and the other is Naga Chaitanya's film, which
Rishabha,
is...
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's also going to be releasing this year. But both the films demanded so much of, the year and my time in terms of the expansion and the days that they required for me for the shoot. Is where I was really caught up. Apart from that, I think I took my time off. You know, some days are slow, some months are slow, and some years are slow. And that does not mean that there's no movement happening or there's no progress happening. I feel like I really needed this because the last 3 years, like I mentioned, have been so hectic and chaotic. The first year out of those 3 years was when I was kind of finishing my degree and also acting in like both the languages, Tamil and Telugu. And then I had multiple releases happening. So it was too much to kind of wrap my head around, but I was just going with it on an autopilot mode. So I think this year was the year where I actually got a breather, and I'm really glad I did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, even though you do want to just keep working and keep having something or the other of your work out, I think sometimes it's important to give yourself that breather as well. And that really helps you focus more on your work. And I think I did a lot of traveling, a lot of reading, spent some time with my family, did other things apart from acting, which I think was very much needed for this year.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But there's also... So I'm this very type A kind of person. So there's one part of me that's always like, if I'm not doing something,
right.
I can vacate. You know, what is the verb for vacate? I can vacate or whatever it is for
right.
maybe 2-3 days.
Correct.
And then the fourth day, like something kicks in, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like,
yes.
Somebody else has got this interview, or somebody is doing this, or somebody's doing that. What's happening that this movie's released, and I want to
True.
It's just like sometimes you're. I wouldn't call it unhealthy. It's just the way you are.
Absolutely.